Hey there folks, Quinn here, Mask Ramen on the internet with another comic book review, and I have here Cyberfrog 2, Rekt Planet by Ethan Van Sciver. Beautiful, beautiful book. I picked this up off one of the eBay sales. And in this book, Cyberfrog returns from this sort of deep, deep sleep, and he's reunited with his friend, Heather Swain, and he sees that he's been gone for a long time and she has a completely different life. The world is a completely different place where the sort of Vyzpzz here have more or less conquered Earth, and it was his job to sort of save the planet, and he completely failed. And right off the bat, it's just an all-out action, seeing Cyberfrog in action, but sort of without his evolutionary powers, you know? He beats up this sort of Vyzpzz that followed him from his, release from his cocoon from the first issue. He just kills this dude. And then he goes with Heather to see what her life has become, to see and meet the people that she's aligned with in this world. And this Scorpion here has received the signal from Cyberfrog, because apparently they are linked together. They're built, or they're like from the same technology, from like the Calcin. I don't know how this guy became a bad guy, but I think that's like a 90s thing, which I haven't read. Which I guess is explained in Warts and All, which is their collection from the 90s, which they're supposed to release a new one. Go ahead and check out the Indiegogo, EVS Indiegogo for that. Maybe you can still pick it up. I'm not 100% sure. But Cyberfrog goes to the commune where these people have made a living for themselves, and he's puzzled by their sort of reluctance to fight. Like, he just wants to fight. Like, we gotta get these guys off our planet. And he sees that the humans are just not having it. They're just like, well, we're doing okay. And Cyberfrog's, well, you know, these guys are trying to kill you. Like, how stupid are you guys? And he's just sort of not having it, man. It's not cool that they gave up, and he doesn't understand how Heather is with these people, raising her daughter. And it has this sort of side story here where this anomaly is sort of mind controlling them. That's how I think that's sort of how they're just not fighting, is because she has this power to sort of manipulate people. And then the Vyzpzz find the Vyzpzz that for Cyberfrog killed. I guess it was like some sort of general or something like that. And it's not okay. So they start looking for him, and specifically looking for the people that he was with. To sort of like kill them or take them over or whatever. And that's where sort of Lily, who is Heather Swain's daughter, who's looking for her father, takes off to look for her father again, because she actually, in the first issue, she found Cyberfrog instead of her father. And then they are attacked by this dude, this cool looking dude, who Cyberfrog really just sort of takes to task. Like, it was no fight at all. But at the same time, this guy was trying to upload information to Cyberfrog so that they can manipulate him or use him as a resource to fighting the Vyzpzz. And then they find, the Vyzpzz find Cyberfrog in the end. And that's sort of where it's left off there. Where he's faced off against an army of Vyzpzz. But then the surprise ending, which gives them hope, is on the last panel here, which I'll let you read. Go ahead and pick up a copy of this Cyberfrog Rekt Planet if you haven't already. From All Caps Comics, they have an eBay store, and you can go ahead and check out their Indiegogo campaigns because they're still doing a bunch of other things, like a Red Extermination. I backed Red Extermination a while back. It's still in the works. Gave this book a 9 out of 10. My one criticism, though, and I'm not sure if this, I feel like this is, I feel like this may be intentional. Let me just double check my theory here. As I do in real time. Yeah. The lettering is not that great. A lot of time, like, when the people speak, when it's a white bubble, and I'm not sure that you can pick that up here. Probably not. But, like, the text is, like, blurry or, like, stringy, or it's not, like, well-defined. But, yeah, and that's sort of like for all the lettering here. It's not really well-defined when you look really super close to it. Because a lot of times, sometimes I'll read like this because I'm old and blind. But it's noticeable right away that the text doesn't really look sharp and clean. And I've compared it to other comic books. It's just that I don't know if it was the printer or maybe the files that they used, but it didn't necessarily detract from my score. 9 out of 10. That's my review. Great artwork by Vyzpzz. Great writing by Vyzpzz. Oh, and also, while reading this, I've watched Comic Artist Pro Secrets for quite a bit now. And in the writing of this book, you could see that Vyzpzz is writing this book because it starts to sound like him. So I thought that was an interesting thing where you have this personality that you see on YouTube or TV or whatever, and then you sort of hear it while you read it, which is kind of cool. I've never really had that with any other writers that I like Jeff Johns or Warren Ellis or anything like that. I just thought it was pretty interesting that I could hear him while I was reading this. 9 out of 10, that's my review. For more reviews, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. I'm also making my own comic book called Emergency Signal. That's going along at a decent pace, I feel. I'm probably a little bit behind, but it's still a work in progress. Hopefully soon I'll be able to have enough to show or feel like I'm well enough into the process to shop it around or even just advertise it, other than at the end of my comic book reviews. Like and subscribe to my channel. Follow me on X and Instagram. And until next time, God bless.